Welcome to Anime Out of Context, a comedy review show where a man completely immersed in anime culture torments his co-host, who is only allowed to watch the shows featured here. If you'd like to support the show, you can do so at patreon.com/animeoutofcontext. Alongside over 100 hours of exclusive bonus material, all episodes uploaded to Patreon are completely ad-free, even to non-patrons. Thank you for listening, and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Anime Out of Context, the show where I attempt to explain the sometimes weird, sometimes wonderful, but always hilarious world of anime.
And if you slice me, do I not cheese?
I'm Shaun Rollins.
I'm Remington cheese.
I'm not going to think about the connotations of that, Rem. Rem, today I've got something nice and straightforward for you. Because
Shaun, before we get into that, right?
Okay.
I don't want to rush our way into things. How's your day going, you know? I feel like we're always rushing into whatever anime we cover. And I'm just like, maybe we need to slow it down and just like connect with each other as humans first. Maybe that's what this podcast is missing.
You know, Rem, normally I would agree with you, except for the part where I need to stream.
No, do you?
5 minutes ago. I'm gonna have to post an update tweet onto my Blue Sky.
Oh, that's an inconvenient little time crunch.
Yeah.
So, are you deliberately shirking like this bonding experience we could share at the beginning of this podcast?
I am not shirking anything, Remington. I'm just saying that a combination of certain decisions made on our Patreon pre-banter this week may or may not have contributed to me being late again to stream, and of course the people in our Twitch chat who I love and appreciate dearly whenever they come and visit me, especially on Final Fantasy Thursdays. They will, in fact, make fun of me again. And I don't know how much more of that I can take.
All right, fair enough. I guess if you wanna rush things along like you do every lovemaking session.
No, Rem. Today I do actually have a lovely little treat for you, in that it features two of your favorite things.
Okay.
The first of which is cute, weird little guys.
Okay, I do like cute, weird little guys.
And the second thing is rain.
Oh, I fucking love rain.
I know you
fucking love rain.
You dropped a couple octaves with how much you love rain.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, Shaun, I have to go change at the mere mention of rain.
And today, Rem, I've just got a currently airing anime for you that is just a cute little weird slice of life one about a novelist who is walking home in the rain and finds a fun little critter who wants to be taken home. And it's just a little story about her adopting a pet and their life together.
I feel like you didn't mention rain enough in that. So.
Well, she finds them in the rain.
All right.
Right. Because the title of the anime this week is simply Ame to Kimi to, or With You and the Rain.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And tell me, Rem, if you were to find a loose animal in a cardboard box in the side of a road in the middle of the rain, what animal would you anticipate it is?
Dog or cat.
Oh, yeah. You're partially right.
Partially right. Okay.
Yeah, because the animal that our main character, Fuji, finds is, she thinks it's a dog, and it's a very common misconception, because the dog she finds is, in fact, a raccoon dog. Or, I'm sure you're...
Or Lilo and Stitch. We're watching Lilo and Stitch, is what I'm gathering.
No, Rem. You know what tanukis are, right?
I don't know. Sounds a lot like the plot of Lilo and Stitch. Sounds eerily similar to Lilo and Stitch.
Except Stitch was hit by a truck and was found in an adoption agency. This is just a loose tanuki in a box.
But I think he was hit by a truck in the rain.
He was?
And they assume he's a dog.
They do?
Oh, check it out.
Okay.
All right, let's go watch the hit movie Lilo and Stitch, the classic one.
You're watching the live action.
No, but not the live action.
If we're watching Lilo and Stitch, you're watching the live action one like that.
You can't.
I don't make the rules.
I don't know if you're allowed to even do that on a main podcast episode. I don't think that's legal. I don't think that's allowed.
Well, you never know, man. Like, sometimes rules change and rules were made to be broken. You never know what they say.
You can't April Fool's me on a regular episode where you're just, that's how that works. So it would just be, look, hey, we can just nice and quickly, you don't need to explain anything more. You got places to be. We're watching the classic animated feature film Lilo and Stitch.
Or, we could watch the anime that I am introducing to you that has a cute little tanuki that that may or may not know English.
Why does we gonna have like a Pikachu moment?
No.
Just...
So tell Rem, what do you know about tanukis in general?
All right. Tanukis. If I am correct,
Here
and
it comes.
maybe I'm not. You know, maybe I'm not.
Yeah.
Aren't they the ones with the big balls?
They are.
Which is also appropriate for our pre-banter.
They are very often depicted as such. Yes, especially in folklore.
Just a couple of Mega Victreebels just slurped up onto them, you know?
Yeah. And they actually, in lore, they use their scrotums to fly, funnily enough.
Relatable.
Jesus Christ. But no, Rem, yeah, that is one thing. But tanukis are also known for being like clever, little, intelligent guys. And in a lot of Japanese folklore stories, they're known for, just occasionally speaking to humans and making requests of them.
Okay.
And this one, as Fuji is walking by, this one is in a box in the rain. It pulls out a little note card that says, "Please take me home." It flips the note card and says, "I'm very easy to keep." Because this little tanuki, while it doesn't directly speak, it does.
Shaun, why haven't you tried that at the bar?
Put a little leaf on my head and just sit at the bar with a little sign that says, "Please take me home."
It's like make a little business card and then just go to the bar, right? Sitting next to a girl you're interested in, and just slide that over. She'll look at it, read it, look back to you. You signal to flip it over. She flips it over, reads the other side, and then you go home together.
Look, man, people like pathetic men in stories. I don't think they're going to like pathetic Shaun in reality.
I think you should give it a shot. I think that would have a higher success rate than you anticipate, especially if you were wearing a tanuki suit, especially if that tanuki suit had big balls.
God, considering the only bar I really go to is like medieval fantasy themed, I don't know if that's going to have the effect you want it to.
I think that is even better.
Oh, Christ almighty. The point is, Rem, this is a cute little, like, lighthearted slice of life comedy about a woman who adopts a tanuki, and the tanuki very much pretends to be a dog or cat, depending on the occasion. And it's just a fun little play on, like, the old folklore of tanukis just, befriending humans and getting into mischief or shenanigans. Some tanukis theoretically can transform into objects. Some tanukis, like, make masks.
Do we see his big balls?
No.
Then do we really know that he's a tanuki?
I mean,
maybe it's not dog nor cat nor tanuki.
I mean, you will very quickly see that most people are uncertain what he is in the narrative of this. And Fuji is 100% convinced that he is a dog.
Can't wait for Pleakley to show up.
Oh my Christ. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's go watch some With You and the Rain. And we are back after watching the first 3 episodes of the 2025 little slice of life anime, Ame to Kimi to, or With You in the Rain. Tell me, Rem, did this satisfy your need for cuteness after the disaster that was a certain cat-based film? Or are you just as cynical as always and can't enjoy the nice things like a weird little guy who happens to have perfect, legible handwriting?
Well, before we talk about the anime, I just want to put Shaun on blast. This whole week, he's been sending me close-up pictures of his balls with the caption, "Look, I'm a tanuki," and he hasn't explained it at all.
I've done nothing of the sort, you fool! God damn it! And now you've given Dylan that soundbite. So when he gets back from his vacation, he's going to hear that and be like, "Oh, a present for me!" Remington talking about Shaun's scrotum.
He's gaslighting all of you. I at least like a five.
No,
I think
it's 0. Categorically 0.
One was really blurry, but I'm pretty sure it had the same caption, so I assume.
No, Christ. Every time I try to do something nice, you immediately take it back to scrotum talk. Like, Rem, did you know that, this is a complete tangent, but, like, the people who tune into our Twitch streams will understand that there is a 2.5-minute long sound clip redeem on our stream.
Oh, yeah. I learned about that. That's wild.
Yeah. Like, we have it set to 1,000 bits, which is roughly $10 American.
More money than anybody should spend.
Thinking, nobody will play that. It's not even that funny of a bit. It's just us rambling randomly from like, I think an old pre-banter maybe. And then at the end, it is you very crudely edited into saying that you enjoy my schlong or something along those lines. And it's like, and I shit you not, Rem, it has been played about 10 different times so far since that was implemented. And, like, I suffer every time, and apparently people enjoy that. People enjoy me suffering, because it is quite literally like if someone was like, oh man, I hear you do a podcast. Why don't we listen to one of the best bits of your podcast? And
it just ruins the stream for minutes on it.
Yeah. And like there have been times where they play it twice in a row. So you bringing up any kind of genital talk, especially in relation to me, means that Dylan could get a sneaky little evil idea and make more of those sound clips, which he's been doing at the end of the episode for years now. And then eventually they'll end up.
Which here's the thing about Dylan's corruptions. We'll get to the anime at some point. Yes. I promise. Here's the thing about Dylan's corruptions. It's rare that and I'm sure that Shaun ever hears most of them.
Yeah, no, like genuinely,
because it's not like Dylan like shows it to us and is like, "Hey guys, this is what I did." Like something that he's really proud of. He'll send our way.
Yeah,
but for the most part, he just puts them in, and it's just for the fans, and we don't really have any reason to like, listen back to all the episodes and blah blah. Like we're not that self-indulgent, and so I've had it before where our lovely listeners will reference corruptions or comment, usually vaguely, about how hilarious it is, and I'll have no idea.
And the worst part is, Rob, he never told us he was doing this.
No, he just started doing it. It's just the thing. He started doing it.
Like, I don't think I found out until months after he started, like, because, like, I knew he would occasionally, like, make little corruptions for himself because he finds making us say heinous shit that we would never normally say very funny.
Yeah.
But
your thinking was that it was just a private hobby.
Yeah, a private hobby, or one that he did to like share with our friends, just to be like, hey, look at what I made these fuckers say. And then it turns out he had been adding them at the end of the episode for ages. And I was just like, oh, well, they haven't gotten us canceled, so I assume it's fine.
Yeah, we just kind of have to trust him and be like, hey man, look, what else are we gonna do about it?
We pay him the good bucks. We pay him the big money.
Yeah, like,
and he makes us talk about horse pussy occasionally. Like, what are we going to do?
Oh, gee. Well, I mean, but you're talking about that all the time. You don't need much prompting.
And see, then we cycle back around to why we started this conversation in the first place. But, Remington, what are your thoughts on this anime? Was it just a nice little cute little break?
This is a super cute anime. It's got an adorable tanuki. It has lots of rain. And also, serendipitously, Shaun.
Yep.
So, of course, we're in the literal desert of Utah.
Yes.
Which is rough. But genuinely, for the past 3 days, it's been raining and I love it. I'm ecstatic.
Oh yeah, we've gotten
I'm fucking thrilled.
A great bit of showers today, which is great considering like we've been in a drought for 20 years. So anytime we get rain, we're usually very happy. Like generally speaking, if it rains in Utah, you're going to see a lot of happy people.
Utah is kind of you know that episode of SpongeBob. That's Utah kind of all the time. And for those, look, and millennials and some Zoomers will know what the fuck I'm talking about. The rest, don't worry about it. But just good old, I need it, and that's Utah all the time. And it's been raining, and I've been thrilled because I fucking love the rain.
And a lot of the angry people
it makes me
in Utah Valley look like that too. A lot of the time, it's very unfortunate. So we really do need to get wet here every once in a while.
Yeah. And so, you got a bunch of rain. You got a tanuki who is so fucking charming and cute, and I love them so much. I don't think they've been given a name yet, or if they ever will. I don't know if that occurs. Right now, it's just been, that's my dog.
Yes. If you would like to know, their name is you.
Perfect.
Yeah, so really it's just like, hey, you.
Hey, you.
Yeah, so like as far as I'm aware, like maybe there's a name down the line in the manga or whatever, but as things stand right now, that is you, the Tanuki, which definitely isn't confusing.
Yeah. So, this is like one of the coziest anime we've ever covered.
Yep.
It's slice of life. Yeah, you got frequent rain. You got just good vibes all around. You got an adorable Tanuki that just like, God, everything it does. Oh my God.
Were you
It's
giggling
so
the whole
good.
time?
Yes. Oh, my Moe response was on fire because everything this little cunt does, I was thrilled. I was delighted.
Yeah, like I will even point out that you asked me like 1 or 2 days before we usually record, hey, how many episodes do I have to watch? And that's rare because usually you push it to the last fucking minute, which makes
It's
me
true, it's
think
true.
that you were kind of secretly hoping I could give you 1 or 2 more episodes rather than just the first 3.
I wouldn't have been terribly opposed. At the same time, I recognize I'm not even going to be doing an episode by episode on this because
No.
it's extremely slice of life,
Mhm.
which means the play-by-play isn't that remarkable. She gets a Tanuki and they vibe, and then some, like, her dad comes over, they vibe, her mom comes over, they vibe, friends come over, they vibe. Like, it's all just vibing.
Yeah.
It's all just hanging out and having a good time. At the same time, it does delve a little bit into into our protagonist. Her name is Fuji, I believe.
Yep.
It delves into a little bit of her psyche. She's introverted, a little bit stressed out with work and stuff. Never to like make you panic and be like, oh fuck, just enough for there to be there's like a hopeful melancholy all throughout. And if anything, those little pressures that never become so severe but do exist, they make it cozier because you are able to get the feeling of relieving those pressures. Whereas something that is cute and cozy, and like zero stress at all times, it sometimes sort of is less cozy than something that's ever so slightly stressful because you don't get a sense of relief, right? And then that can make it feel artificial. It's just, you know, the slight amount of stresses in her life, she's managing, but they exist. And then the Tanuki shows up and he's adorable and he just helps out. Or it, or she. I don't know. What's you? What's the fuck is you? I don't know.
You is whatever you want you to be. Cat, dog, Tanuki, best friend,
Tanuki.
worst enemy. You never know.
God, I love the Tanuki so fucking much, Shaun.
Ah.
Like,
I knew you would. Like,
contender for top 3 anime pet.
Really?
And that's I think so. I would need to consider. I would need to do a little bit more thinking, a little bit more digging. But they're on the short list for sure, easily, because everything they do. And then something else that I need to call out that this anime does exceptionally well, which then helps it be a very cozy anime. Top tier sound effects.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not something I usually notice. I'm not a sound guy, right?
That's Dylan's purview.
Yeah. So when I notice, I mean, it's like high quality, where it's just like, whether it's the rain or brushing the Tanuki or just anything, they have high quality sounds that really add to it. And it's all delightful. And everything this Tanuki does, sometimes the Tanuki is like cozy and relaxed. Other times it's silly and mischievous. Other times it's a dumb motherfucker, right? And it's all of those are great. At all times. It's tremendous. As somebody with like a relaxed, mischievous, and dumb motherfucker variety of pets, those are great archetypes.
Oh god, Rem, I'm gonna be real honest for a second. I thought you were about to say your girlfriend.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know why I thought that. I don't know. Your girlfriend is very clever. I am a big fan of her.
God.
I just don't know why
It's
that I
fucked
thought
up.
you were going to say that. I was like, and I was about to like get defensive for her, but I guess I'm the problem. God, what's wrong? I don't know why I thought that.
That's pretty fucked up, Shaun. That's pretty fucked up.
Oh god.
I'm gonna let her know.
Oh, don't let her know. Don't let her know. She knows where I live.
She's gonna kick your ass.
And she could too. She's small but fierce.
Yeah, she's strong. Like almost every job she's ever had is just like lifting heavy shit.
Yeah.
As opposed to like me, I'm just a chuck fuck who's like, I can talk good, and I'm either like here on the podcast doing that or with miscellaneous side things. But it's just all talking. It's just all yapping.
Yeah.
All I do is yap.
which is good considering what we're doing here after all. Yeah, I mean, imagine if we were doing this for as long as we were and you just weren't very good at yapping.
Oh man, that according to many, that is the case.
No, see, you're
Depending
good at
on who you ask, Shaun.
No, Rem.
Depending on who you ask.
Yeah, you're good at yapping. The problem is people just don't like what you have to yap about most of the time.
People are like, no, like you're great. Could you yap about other things or have better opinions to yap about? And unfortunately, nope. They come hand in hand.
Oh God. But yeah, no, that's where we stand, Rem. Some days you're yapping about things that piss off people, and some days you're just enjoying a little tanuki being a silly little guy.
Oh God, I love this tanuki. I love this tanuki so much, Shaun.
Yeah, and any real strong opinions about our main character Fuji, just like the nice little reality of, just like a slightly overworked adult with just some minor concerns throughout the day, but coming home to a pet, that's just...
A solid character, and they do it where it's like, often when some character traits involve like introverted and a bit overworked and things like that, you can get dull as fuck characters. And while Fuji certainly isn't a bombastic character by any means, I think it demonstrates enough personality, enough unique qualities within her. And so it makes it so that she's interesting enough, especially then when paired with the Tanuki, and they play off each other great. Lots of really good moments. Even though it's not a bombastic character, the creators of the show recognize, hey, that doesn't mean they have no character. You could still add nice little details that emphasize their personality, even if it isn't loud and shouting in your face. Which just a lot of things think that, all right, well, if we want an introverted character, I don't know, that just means we'll do nothing with them, or they'll do nothing and they'll have no person. They're just shy. That's all they are. They're just shy, and it's like, no. Even Fuji, like soft spoken, is fairly sociable. Like not really shy. Certainly introverted, but not necessarily shy. Is able to interact well with whoever she is with.
Yeah. For the weebs out there, she gives off kudere vibes. Just with kudere with a bit of personality, which is nice. In your dere archetypes.
Fucking deres.
Hey man, look, it's a useful tool to describe vibes for people who may not have tuned into the show, because maybe there are folks out there who are listening to this episode that'd be like, I don't know if I want to spend time watching a tanuki do things with a woman. I could have phrased that better, but that's besides the point. And that way I can at least help connect and make it seem like if they would be interested in the vibes, All
right, well, on the topic of deres, to pad this episode out just a little bit longer, I've pulled up the dere wheel.
I'm
so
sorry?
Shaun,
the dere
we're going to find out. We're going to find out what type of dere you are, all right?
I mean, we've done this bit once before, but it has been 6 years. So.
All right, Shaun, I'm Googling this type because I don't know it, but this is what you are. You are a shundere.
A shundere, S-H-U-N?
Yes, which apparently is a term for a character who gets sad when their love interest doesn't pay attention to them, but is dere when they do. So yeah, you're real happy when you're with Judy, but otherwise,
okay.
Otherwise you're moping around.
Are you trying to say I have gap moe, Rem?
That is what that is in the wiki for it.
Okay, all right.
You said that, and I didn't. I saw that, didn't know what the fuck it meant. Still kind of don't. But it is in the page.
I've described it to you on several occasions, but clearly it just isn't stick. It definitely has.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Look, our listeners will confirm. I have 1,000,000% told you about gap moe before.
Listeners, if you can pull up one example of him talking to me about gap moe, not just moe, all right? I'm familiar with moe. I don't know what the fuck gap moe is. I've never heard it in my life. If you can find a single example in all of our episodes of him telling me about that, all right, then I will leak Shaun's email.
Considering you started laughing before you could finish that sentence, I'm kind of glad, because I heard the word lick and I ain't about that. I ain't about that. Because based on what the wheel is saying, you're not my main love interest, so that wouldn't interest me.
No, not lick, just leak.
Oh.
I'll leak your email address. That'll be great.
Oh,
so if
Christ.
anybody, so they're incentivized, so that way they can send you love letters if they find an example of you telling me about gap mowing. All right, let's see what I am. Any guesses for what the wheel will have for me?
I mean, like, if I'm going off of broad types and not more like hyper-specific, obscure ones like Shundere,
it might be hyper-specific.
It might be hyper-specific, but, like, you've always given Dere vibes to me, because you're just kind of a happy guy for the most part, except for when you have your Tsundere moments, but, that's just who you are.
All right, so I didn't end up, I'm not the same as you.
Okay.
But I feel like I am. I'm an Utsudere, which is a character who's depressed and gloomy, but becomes cheerful, loving, and dairy around their love interest. It's the same fucking thing!
It sounds like another Gap Dere type.
It is. Once again, don't worry, Shaun. Once again, that is on the wiki. Why?
I think it's...
And I understand there's a slight difference where sort of one has a default of being depressed and gloomy, and that changes with the one they love. The other one sort of doesn't have a default, and it is purely relational.
Yeah, I think the first one is very much hyper focused in regards, like, maybe they're just like dairy in their daily life, but when it comes to their love interest or the person they care about, it's like, but what about me? Versus, what the one you got, which is very much I'm sad all the time. Hey, look, a person I like, I'm a little less sad now.
All right, let's see which our lovely editor is.
I mean, if anything, that Utsudere would fit him better, if you asked me.
Well, yeah, you think that, like, some of the moody ones would fit our lovely editor, but no, instead he got Bakadere. So he is generally a dumbass, but is very lovey-dovey with their love interest. So,
Yeah.
This one also says it's a Gap Moe type, but I disagree with my very, very naive understanding of Gap Moe, because Gap Moe, I think, seems to imply that, like, there's a gap between how you behave when you're with the person you like, but, like, acting lovey-dovey
doesn't automatically remove the stupid, yeah.
Yeah, like, that doesn't, I disagree. And then, finally, and this is the most important to decide, what type of dere is our collective listenership?
Oh, I see.
Right? So all of you guys listening right now, all right? All of you collectively, as the Borg you are.
I mean...
let's see if you'll be a more popular one, or if you'll end up...
Our audience is full of Tsunderes, and I don't think anyone would disagree with me on that.
They do love pain and our suffering. So, all right, our collective listenership. It's not on the wiki. I guess I'm gonna respin. It's not on the wiki, so it frightens me.
Well, you can tell me what it is, and I can tell you if it needs to be cut from the episode.
No, all right, we've decided a new one now.
Okay.
All right, what our listeners are. No, we can't do this. They'll get a big head. Apparently, they're hemadares. As in princess complexes. They're full. We're gonna give that complex to our listenership if we bestow that on. Oh man,
they'll start laughing like every heiress in anime. They'll just be coming up to us and going, the whole time. Christ. It's gonna happen.
I hate that. I don't like that archetype or find it particularly compelling. I think
it has its place.
It can have its place as a quirky side character. I don't think it is usually great as the main love interest narrative. Also, I do want to know I have fucked up my
search.
Google now thinks I'm all in on dere bullshit, which is unfortunate.
God, I've told you once, I'll tell you 1,000 times, Control-Shift-N will save your browser history.
Hey, all right, a good captain goes down with his ship, all right?
So you're gonna absolutely fuck your internet search history.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Which means, guys, if you're interested in finding out what Remington's particular kinks are, you just have to find his browser history, and it'll tell you everything. He'll be, like
Oh,
he'll
fuck.
be browsing the hub, and there'll just be like intellectual lectures where at the very end they just say, "And you can come now," and then you'll be like, "Ah, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense."
Oh my god. Long story short, Tanuki is great.
Tanukis are great.
I love
It's a
that
cute little show.
motherfucker.
Okay, then Ram, what do you think the MAL score for the show is? Keeping in mind that it's a currently airing show from a season that's got a lot of, well, let's just face it, it's got a lot of like continuing series that people are paying more attention to.
How about a 12.19?
That's unfortunately, unfortunately, 120% isn't really possible on this site. They didn't give that an option.
Cowardice.
Yeah.
All right. Slice of life. People, even for good slice of life, people never get like thrilled about it unless you're me. Like people,
you are very specifically the target audience for a show like this.
yeah. Slice of life. I feel like it always has sort of muted response where the range of possible ratings is smaller. Because people rarely like vehemently hate it. They rarely think it's the single greatest thing they've ever seen, which in this case, come on, look at that fucking Tanuki, dude. Look at it.
Yeah, even without eyes, it's adorable.
God, it's so good. The amount of personality that motherfucker has.
And when he's terrified, he vibrates. It's very cute.
Oh my god, it's so good. I'm gonna. But it's really good though. It's really good, even though it's a slice of life.
Well, go with your heart. Tell me what you think.
I think the range of slice of life is that 95% of them would be between like 6.9 and a 7.6, and it would just be exceedingly rare for them to sort of break that barrier. That's what I'm kind of imagining. Only if they're transcendent in other ways or doing something really unique.
Yeah, and you're talking about pure slice of life, not slice of life mixed with other stuff.
Well, yeah. If it's mixed with other stuff, then often the other genre is the dominant genre, and the slice of life is the secondary flavor genre.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm gonna say it's very good, and those should be sort of towards the top of that range, but probably not at the very top. But close. 7.55.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Reb, as I alluded to, not many people have reviewed this show yet. There's only 4,700 reviews, and it started airing beginning of July, so it's had some time. But with those 4,000 reviews, Ame to Kimi to is sitting nice and pretty at 7.45.
I feel like it's been I've been quite consistent.
Yes,
and that's continued. But I haven't. It's been a minute since I've gotten like a really spot on guess. I've kept within the ballpark, but it's been a minute since
you're chasing that high of the times you get it spot on correct.
Genuinely, anytime that happens. I think it's happened twice.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times at least.
Yeah, so somewhere around that. And it boosts my mood so much, even if it's right after a terrible fucking anime. I will like forget about the anime for a moment and just be like, holy shit, I'm a god.
Yeah, because I mean, statistically speaking, that's like less than a 1% chance of that happening. That's like gacha poll style odds.
Yeah.
Which is dangerous for people like you and me. Because those endorphins go a long way. Yeah.
So hey, why not shoot the shit a little bit? Especially because you mentioned it. So on the topic of gacha polls, right?
Okay.
I came up with a brilliant system.
Oh fuck.
Why do you say oh fuck? Why can't it be like, oh, can't wait to hear it?
Well, Reb, because a lot of times your brilliant systems have an air of Ed and Eddie scam vibes to them.
No, but this is not that, all right? This is something that feels like a scam, but it's the opposite of a scam.
Yeah, sure. Fantastic. All right, Rem, hit me with it.
All right. Wait, as you prompt him to do so, this is great content. So Shaun, I had an idea. All right, there's lots of productivity apps out there, right?
Okay. Yeah, like Hank Green did a pretty popular one recently.
Hell yeah, mine's name is Benjamin, and
I haven't downloaded it yet. I really should.
I have, because I follow the exact intersection of productivity apps and Hank Green. Like, I'm like, yep, right there.
Yep.
But I had an idea, right? It's been a popular trend to gamify productivity, right? And gamify focus.
Yes.
And to fairly positive effects for a lot of people. And I was like, okay, that's good. But what if you can take it even further? What if you're not just gamifying, right? You're gotchafying. What if
Oh no.
you're not just trying to motivate them? What if you're trying to get them addicted to improving the quality of their life? And so imagine, like, for every 10 minutes of focus, you get you get a little loot box. You get a little loot box. And so you're like, oh man, well, I wanna do whatever is productive or good for me, or even just like, hey, if I call a friend who I haven't in a while, I get 2 loot boxes. And so we capitalize on society's growing gambling addiction to get them addicted not to losing their life savings, but getting addicted to improving their life. It's a great idea, Shaun. It's unironically a great idea.
Oh God. And the thing is I feel like that would work. I feel like that would work.
Look, I'm a dumb motherfucker, but if there's anybody who wants to work with me on how to create an app, all right, we can do this. We can do this together, all right?
Call Hank Green. He seems interested.
He already has one.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. I think it is unironically a good idea, and I've also been testing out a version of this idea just for myself with a rinky-dink in-browser wheel and whatnot. And
so if
you
do a good job, you spin the wheel and you get whatever prize it gives you.
Yeah, you know how it works. Every 10 minutes or so that I've been productive, or alternatively for some tasks, a given task such as recording this very podcast will be worth a certain amount of spins on the wheel, and then I spin the wheel, and we see what happens, and it's great. It's very motivating.
God, you really need that neurodivergency diagnosis.
If I've never been diagnosed, then I am perfectly mentally healthy at all times. All right? That's science. If you don't get diagnosed, it isn't real.
Then I guess I have one final question for you, Rem. Is there any chance you'd like to sit down on a nice, cool, rainy afternoon and watch a little bit more of With You in the Rain?
I would absolutely love to, as long as I'm not getting illicit messages from you.
Never have, and you never will, sir.
Well, look, if that's the narrative you want to go with, I will agree with that narrative if it stops the photos.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. If you enjoy Rem having a wonderful good time and being absolutely just a little gas leaky in one episode, then please head on over to wherever you get your podcasts and leave us a review. They mean the world to us, and we do read every single one. And if that is still not enough for you, twitch.tv/anime-out-of-context, where myself, Dylan, and Remington occasionally play video games very poorly. And if that is still not enough for you, patreon.com/anime-out-of-context, where you gain access to all kinds of lovely bonus material, including the opportunity to be thanked live on the podcast. So, Rem, who we thinking this week?
Well, as always, we would like to send our regards to all of our Blaine bitch protagonists, as well as our magical girls, who we really appreciate. But moving on, we get to our yandere waifus, who are sending pictures we shouldn't open an office and saying that they're tanukis. And on that, I'm so sorry.
Christ.
On that list, we have Yandere Neko, Wolfire56. Where's our DBZ review, you ginger fuck? What if there's always been a big Dylan block of horny patron names, but he just edits it out? Miska finally realizes. Wes Kane watching these horses go Super Saiyan. Week 25 using my Patreon name to request code Geese. Watching Requiem First Moon Man at 0.5 speed. Totally good. Titan CNH. The Susanator. The ladies call me Jesus because I am risen. Shaun Red Pill Rizzler Rollins, host of a podcast. I think my favorite thing about that is just host of a podcast.
Just the one.
Just like, yeah, it's just a podcast. Like, it's not like the podcast that is reading out this name. It's just, I don't know, it's some podcast.
Some podcast, yeah. I signed up to the Patreon, but I don't really.
it's just some random podcast. The Danish Viking will conquer the world with Renor Zorro as my navigator. That time I reincarnated as a podcast host and forced to weeb. Turban, Swash Verdi, Super Zoo, Stacy's mom, Sparcy. Shaun wants to give Swoon Man a thank and yank. Shaun do Space Dandy, and I'll stop saying Rem was right. Shaun's new podcast with Ben Shapiro and Tucker Carlson. Oh, that's why they, that's why they just a podcast. It's just one of his many.
Just extra derogatory saying, like the reason you take podcasting off of the dating apps is because because people will think you're that kind of podcaster.
I want people to know I have nothing to do with Shaun's other podcast.
I don't have any other podcasts.
With his other many podcasts.
Oh,
I don't know anything about it. I have never been a guest on them. Sometimes he's like, oh, my other podcast, and I'm like, I don't even want to hear it because that makes me culpable. Shaun ruined my happy sugar life when I learned that the solution to happiness is blaming my problems on Shaun. Ain't that the truth? Shaun Rollins. Wow, thanks, Shaun.
Wait, hold on.
Shaun Rollins.
Hold on. I don't give us money.
Just Shaun Rollins. It's very
That's strange.
Shaun, I'm down 10 pounds from fitness challenge, but long hours at work make me not want to go to the gym. Give motivation, Shaun.
Ah, man, just imagine the nice long bath afterwards. It's very good.
Shaun,
it's very relaxing.
Shaun blocked my cock. Sarah from the Shark Plushie, Ryan Moody, Ross Palmer, Rhiannon Williams. Remington is right. Remind me when we record again. Rem, we the people want you to tell us some of the small truths about Red Pill Rollins. How did Shaun become like this? Look, I couldn't tell you, all right? It happens. It happens away from me. It happens when he's scrolling, when he does all the doom scrolling, and that's how it gets him.
Okay, look, the fact that there's a grain of truth in my doom scrolling issues does not make that better.
But see, now imagine, Shaun, a cure to doom scrolling if you gotta pull loot boxes while you're not doom scrolling.
Son of a bitch.
It's such a good idea. Such a good idea. Rem, we the people want you to tell us some of the small truths about Red. Oh wait, no, I just read that one. Rem used the drums of liberation for y'all weeps from bad anime. Rem doesn't completely hate my favorite shows. Red Pill Rollins gooning to trans Shaun's big hole.
Christ.
They're together now. We're shipping. Just to be clear.
What in the South-Cest is this?
We've started shipping Red Pill Rollins and trans Shaun. All right, just wanted to make sure.
God, people like enemies to lovers way too much.
Oh, fuck! Red Pill Rollins doesn't believe in your adverbs. Professor Fox, pro tips out of context has run out of things to post. We'll come back soon. Oh no, Donner faced a labyrinth. My little horse rem, Macaroni Cheesa, Lucky Stars, the King of Moe, Link Joe Earl, the Nerd 98, King Richrock, Cassidy, Jax, Jam Hands, Jake Dent. I'm selling Omega Shaun milk to make rent. I'm making Rem call Shaun ethnic slurs until you bring back the chef and Musco tier, Shaun, you bog trotter. I showed my grandma Aunt Shirley and she watched it all by herself. Did I turn her into a weeb? I might be a cute little alien octopus pie. I can't believe I made an account for this. How romantically available is your mom? God, Glenn Michael Dolan. It's you.
Ooh, a double fairy.
Gandalf the Barbarian. GE Bottom AK Bear Trap, sorry for not changing the name, but new plan, I think I need to Batman my town. Fern the Fern. Farmer Weeb's Rem Choice of the Week, be a bland bitch protagonist's parent or be a bland bitch protagonist's best friend. Fantide, Europe Fact of the Week, French isn't a real language. Estrogen helps reverse hair loss. Erica McCorkle. That's all, folks. Dylan Appreciation Day. Danielle Riot. Daddy Rum, tell me a bedtime story about John Snutt. Calderius. Could have seen highly requested Maiden Abyss, but Shaun gave a Scotch Akuta. Cheese Monkey, Rock Hard for Jew Dudes, why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Boring Siren, Blarf, Bento Kato, Buckshin, Anime, Amazing Muffin, Aisha Gachi, a moe piece of trash. And now we move on to the Boy Wizard tier. Shaun, what are they going to get this week?
Well, this week, Rem, since Tanuki are known for having, like, a yokai-esque counterpart, I'm going to give everybody a yokai to come and be their new pet.
And truly, it's the only thing they're known for. We start with your friendly neighborhood Kami.
Okay. They can have there are a lot of yokai. Wow. You can have an Abumiguchi.
Then we have Umbrasite.
You can have an Akabeko.
Truckun Operator number 42.
You can have an Akashita.
Titaro is really pushing for one of you to go on estrogen.
The fact that it's from Totoro is very apropos, yeah. I feel. You can have Ama no Fujigoma, which apparently is Susanu's horse.
That mouse girl.
You can have Onmo.
Tails Williams.
You can have a Daitengu.
Spoonman the Aristocrat.
Ebisu.
Silent Secondary.
So I'm noticing that this yokai list also has just some random Shinto gods thrown in as well, but that's fine. Maybe I don't understand yokai all that well. How about a Fury?
John X Villain Fan Club meets in the big hole today.
Genbu.
Sammy K is here to remind you that you just lost the game.
You can have Hakanohi.
Roscop.
Hanya.
Rem still needs to watch Mandori, Tamago, and Afi Muchika, or else Katsumi will keep singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
How about a Heikegani?
Parasol waits for Crumb Slot's Bakery to reopen to try the red pill round gingerbread cookies with MAGA gumdrop buttons.
How about a Hiyoribo?
Nurkasa hashtag SONR soaking one Rollins.
You can have Ho-Oh.
Just throwing Pokemon out here now, bitch.
It's based off of, a Guardian Phoenix beast.
Monogatari is everything you ever said you want in anime. This week, are we watching the freaking Watanare or not?
Inugami.
Mike.
Izanagi.
Miguel Delion.
You can have Namazu.
I'd like to start a petition to replace the word brat with kudere.
Nekomata.
Hidnotaku.
Bake Neko.
Dominai, Trigon is better than anything Remington has ever watched after episode 7. Shaun, watch it for fun, lots of drunk.
Nue.
Carver 271.
How about... I'm trying to avoid the people-shaped ones, because that's a little bit interesting for a pet. Little bit of... like, there might be some questions being asked. But how about just a classic Oni? There you go.
Beethoven 1201.
An Onryo.
Allfather forgot to change his name for a month. Oops.
Let's go with, Raiju.
And now we move on to the inappropriate Joey Wheeler tier, where Shaun, as Joey Wheeler, will...
Careful. Think about your words.
He's going to, as Joey Wheeler... Do I just do something related to big balls? That's really the
I would
crux
say
of
no,
the matter here.
because we've not yet covered a Tanuki show that features massive testicles, though there is a couple. I can't deny that fact. I like that. That is just a blatant fact right there, unfortunately. Or fortunately.
Where Shaun will tell you what animal or creature you find abandoned and decide to adopt, and I'll tell you, as Joey Wheeler, what whether you found it in. And then you can have your own show, slice of life show from that. Also, here's another random thing that's weirdly relevant to this show. Just like abandoned creature being taken in while it's raining. This is a true fact. All right, we mentioned it was raining in Utah. My dear old mom, she saved 2 kittens from drowning in the rain yesterday.
Jesus.
Right? That's crazy. My mom's kind of a badass. It's great. Anyway, so on this list we have, I hope you enjoyed your vacation, Dylan. You truly deserve it, King. All right, what do they find?
They're gonna find... they're just gonna find a wandering kiwi. The bird, not the fruit, or the person from New Zealand.
You find them, and with, the lovely weather, it's sleet. So it's...
There's a kiwi in sleet, you gotta save him!
You gotta save him, and you do, fortunately. So it's with kiwi and sleet. With kiwi in the sleet, that's yours. I haven't been on top of things lately, but Shaun, I'd gladly change that to be on top of you.
You can have, I was about to say a Mongolian deathworm, but that's not a real creature. That's not a...
Alright, so you find a Mongolian deathworm.
Oh god.
And it's a blizzard. It's a blizzard. So your anime is with a Mongolian deathworm in the blizzard. Last but not least, we have follow anime out of context on Blue Sky. Shaun, what you been more Patty show, Rem Code Geese Season 1 Ubak, and I can't check the Blue Sky. I don't know if there's an error with it or what, but I couldn't check it.
Here, I'll tell you what they did recently, because, looks like... Oh, actually, looks like... Did it get deleted? The hell?
Okay, a lovely person on Blue Sky. I don't know what's going on with Blue Sky. You may want to check it out. But what do they get?
They get, they can get, fucking hell, holy shit. Their weird creature that they're gonna take home is gonna be, they can have a kakapo.
You get a kakapo, and it's going to be raining cats and dogs, literal cats and dogs. So it's with a kakapo and the rain of cats and dogs.
Oh no, there it is. I found it. No, they just retweeted a lot of my streams and used a Judy Hopps picture. So there you go.
Hell yeah, good. It's an email or some shit. Thanks. gmail.com.
Jesus Christ. Once again, thank you all so much for tuning in. We love and appreciate you very, very much. And as always, don't fuck your sister.
Maybe we might have spent a little too much time on the cock and ball torture.
It's a weird choice, but I'm kind of into it.
I just want to put Shaun on blast. This whole week, he's been sending me close-up pictures of his asshole with the caption, "Look, I'm my dear old mother," and he hasn't explained it at all.
My asshole is immaculate and clean, thank you very much.
Two.